This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is Stewart again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down throw. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Richmond. Dude, Jet. Come back. Ship, watch the ship. Tiger.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Watson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
My shoulder. Your shoulder? The knife on? Yeah, that's okay. Good punch, man.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Ivory. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
That was good, tough running. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
That's fine. Yeah. 319.
Here's McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No. No. I don't want to. No. No way. No way.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here I am, how do you do? Mommy's on me, where are you? Here I am,
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. Watson off the bootleg. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Well, I gather there were no trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Answer it.
On first down, it's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, they run with Stewart. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Scary. Is that a scary game?
To throw is Watson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Now Stewart on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First and goal, Jonathan Stewart. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Stewart is the one man in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle.
Oh!
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Oh my freaking God.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hide under the bed. Hide under the bed. No.
Try to punch it in, Stewart. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
What?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Try to hit this glass, okay? But I hope that's not your favorite glass. Why? Set the thing down. You ready? Fire! Whoa! Those things are powerful. I modded some, made a few changes. Wow! Just a standard
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
I want to catch a target.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
With it is Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 2nd half at FedEx Field now. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you play man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Do you look more like your mom or your dad? Leave a comment below and let us know. Come for the Jesse McTribe and hit the subscribe button.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, so far this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
But none of the lights, apparently the ceiling lights do not work. So, sorry, we're trying to wait until the last minute to do a video for you guys. But it's getting dark. We got to get a video online. So,
On 1st down, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Take your triangle piece and your colored pencils and color the paper to match your skin.
Come on.
Here again is McKinnon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Like me touching my nose with my tongue.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
I see what you mean. You're very talented. How is it? Let me try. All right, hold on.
They'll try to run with Ivory. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Ready to pull off your own tongue? How about I use this other tongue instead of my own?
In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon.
Okay. Let's go to the junk drawer. For this trick, you'll need 2 small strawberry Takis, strawberry syrup, a rolling pin, and a cutting board. Serve by
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
Now, fold them in half and pinch the edges together, like this. Stick your finger in the middle of the Laffy Taffy and mold it into a tuck.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Now, take your strawberry syrup and pour some inside the opening. Finally, seal the opening.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, try. Stick out your tongue, and while concealing your big tongue with your fingers, move it into place of your real tongue. Bite down on your big tongue.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Next, pull your big tongue so that it looks like you're really stretching it out of your mouth. This will just add another factor of grossness for your audience. Keep the part of your Laffy Taffy still in your mouth, in the corner of your cheek.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Is touching your tongue at this point. You can drop your fake tongue, say a magic word, and reveal that your real tongue is okay. And that's the trick. Now, let's see that trick again. Alright? Okay.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hello and welcome to Junk Drawer Magic, where we teach you magic out of things you can find around the house. And today is a special episode, because I, Walker, am going to attempt blood magic. What is today? April Fool's? Nope. And even if it was, I wouldn't be April Foolsing you. I've been afraid of blood magic for a long time. It's finally time for me to conquer my fears. I can't wait to see this. It's called the world's most dangerous.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
I'll just take a few bites of the tip. Sure.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Cut my
And
hand.
that is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So the defense has to stay out and get...
This is trick. Doesn't Sharpie, rubber cement, and a carrot. Super simple. Start with your red Sharpie and draw a cut on the back of your hand.
One more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Let it dry for another minute or so. Cuts on the cut, out with the trick. Show your friend the carrot and say it's the most dangerous carrot in the world. Then munch on the edge and make it nice and sharp.
Richmond!
Now press your carrot into your hand and make a fist at the bottom. Break the rubber cement apart with your hand and move the carrot over the cut. Your friend will be amazed.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Come back!
Back to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. He's back to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a first down. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Are you ready to do gymnastics today? Yes. You're going to go for your little private lesson today. You're just so excited. Wait, Mom, stay there. Like,
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The tackle there by Mark Barron. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Stinky.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Back to throw, Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets double, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Two straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime at 3.5.
I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. The bottom line is when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge third down call coming up.
And now now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
You stay in roll? Put on your clothes, DJ. Put on your clothes so you can go.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
That's fine now.
See that one.
Hey, 626.
You already took one out. Let me see. I got you. DJ.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Why did you take your pants off? Did you pick on yourself? Or you make boo-boo? Over there.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Go get some pants out the box. Hurry up.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Hey, 626. Hey, 626. That's it.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fat. What?
Okay, come on, you. Okay, you, come on. Put some shoes on your feet.
319.
Put your black juice on. I gotta go buy a glass shot.
That's fine now.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I got you. Me too. With me. Okay. That's good.
Hey, it's okay. Just throw some jeans on. You wear your shirt.
This is so
You put some deodorant on too. Let's pull out real quick. We'll be back. Before we go all the way out, I gotta go pick up your school supplies. See if Walmart got any like stuff. What's that on the back of your leg, girl? Tape or something.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Hey, have you got ice?
Now
Like
McKinnon.
emotionally, mentally.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, great game that we got to see, making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for me.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? That time of the game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Matter of fact, I'll throw the shoes away. I thought you throw the black shoes. Those shoes are done. You're going to get you some more tools on today. Those are done. What's wrong with them? Those are done. See, I have PP'd in them. See, I have cut the shoelaces off of them.
No, I did it.
Go away, DJ.
Nana did it.
Yeah, because you cut one